Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft. We're still in 1.16, of course. The original intro to this video got corrupted somehow, so this is just kind of a placeholder. We're gonna jump right into the episode content. It's gonna be a little bit weird because the first half of what I'm saying is cut out, so I apologize for that, but without further ado, here's another Minecraft video for you. Hope you've been enjoying it. I've been enjoying making them. Let's go ahead and get up and running here. So last episode, we finished off the library. I think it turned out pretty well. I still want to detail it up a little bit. I haven't done basically anything to it since the last time we parted ways here, but it's a work in progress. What I really want to do is, they're still there. What I really want to do is start figuring out the layout of our little town/village here. And in order to do that, I think I want to make a little bit more room. Like I said, we're in this dark oak forest biome. Oh, let's get away from the cows before they destroy everybody's ears. And in order to do that, we need to basically chop down all of this rubbish over here, all these trees. We'll replant them as we see fit because I don't want to just have an ultra flat world or anything like that. But we need the space. I want to lay out some pathways and stuff of that nature. But before we do that, oh Lord, one day we'll take care of that one day. Before we do anything else, let's go ahead and hop into our little cave here. I've been doing some work off camera, just doing some resource gathering. We have 51 diamonds, and you can see we have a bunch of blocks of other materials: coal, iron, gold, lapis, redstone. We're set. We even found what I believe to be a slime chunk all the way at the bottom here. I hollowed it out. I'm trying to see if I can get other slimes to spawn. If I can, then maybe we set up a little slime farm down here at some point. But that's going to be something we do a little bit later if we can get slimes to actually spawn. So what I did find, however, is a spider spawner. Not a cave spider spawner, just a normal spider spawner. It's important to know if you want to follow along and build this this farm we're about to do here. It's a design I found created, or at least the way that I found it. It was on the channel Kmond. He does a bunch of Minecraft tutorials and other Minecraft content. I'll leave a link in the description below if you want to check him out. I highly suggest you do, if you're looking for some good ideas on how to build some farms and stuff like that. But let's go and get started here. So the first thing we want to do is make sure we have a four block kind of perimeter, I guess, around the spawner itself. So we're just going to knock all these cobblestone chunks out here. Easy, easy, easy. And once we're done with this, I'll go a little bit slow in case you do want to follow along. But if you want a really in-depth kind of guide on it, I would recommend checking out Kmond. He did a really good job making his video. It was very, very, very easy to follow along with. But I'll do my best for you here. So we're just mining this stuff out. We're in survival, so we don't get any instant block smashes or anything like that. But as you can see here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we have 4 blocks on every side going out from the spawner. You also want to make sure that you have a height of 3 blocks on top of the spawner. And then you'll also want to do 3 blocks down as well. So we can go ahead and do that fairly easily. We'll also get some of this mossy cobblestone, which is great. I've been kind of looking for this, so I'm happy that we're going to be getting some here. So we'll just mine this out. It won't take very long. We have pretty good pickaxes now. It's helped tremendously in getting a lot of these resources, actually. Is my inventory full? Oh my, get out of my inventory, rotten flesh, forever. I don't want to miss any of this cobblestone, the mossy variety anyways. So we'll just keep going. We need to put some torches on these walls. Oh my lord. The spawner, it works. Works too well. Okay, let's go ahead and keep going. We're gonna have to knock these torches down. We might get spawns. If we do, we have the tools to take care of it. Da da da. So yeah, basically all we want to do here is create a gap of 3 blocks from the bottom of the spawner. Not too difficult. Unfortunately, we can't do this in creative. Well, I guess we could if we wanted to do a tutorial series or something like that. I guess let me know if you'd rather see this kind of content in that form. We could probably do that. But since we only have a survival world, we gotta do it a little bit of the long way. But hey, maybe it makes it easier for you to follow along with. I'm not really sure. Kamon did a pretty good job explaining it on his, and he was in creative, so, you know. It's not too hard of a farm, though. It's not the most efficient or fast farm in Minecraft by any means, but if you're just starting out, which we are, and you need experience to enchant your tools, which we do, this is a pretty good solution here. So you can see we have 3 blocks from the bottom. That's 1, 2, and 3. Perfect. We'll knock those out. Pop a couple more torches in here just in case. I think that one's about to go though. And then what we want to do is basically take whatever side of this room you want to be your kill zone, and you're going to go over to it, and you're going to start knocking out some blocks, just like this. You're going to knock these out. You're going to basically create a little kind of bunker almost underground. We're going to push it back. Let's say that's 2. So we'll go back 2 more and see if that works for us. I think it should. It should give us plenty of room to do what we need to do here. And if it doesn't, it's not that hard to modify. So we'll go back 4. Easy enough. And then what we need is we need 2 water buckets. You can either create an infinite source down here somewhere, or you can just do it this way, however you want. And that's going to create this water pattern right here. Perfect. So down here, what we want to do is we go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oop, didn't. Oh my gosh. Spawner, it's too good. It's too good. Let's throw these torches. That should prevent anything from spawning, I think. Let's replace this block, and we're going to knock this back 1 more. Easy enough. So we'll get that going. And then basically what we want to do is we want to find the edge of the water. We want to go back 1, 2, 3, and on the 4th block, what we want to have happen is we want to grab some slabs. And I made just some stone slabs. You can use slabs of any variety. It doesn't have to be stone necessarily, but we're just going to basically make a little wall with them, just like this. And then let's go ahead, I may as well mine this out with my fortune pickaxe, why not? Even though our inventory is incredibly full. And we're just gonna mine all of this stuff out. We're just gonna give ourselves a little bit more space to work around here. All right, perfect and easy. So you can see here, if we were to activate it, there's still a 1 block gap here, which the spiders can get through. So the way that we fix that is we just create, you guessed it, just kind of like a slab barrier like that. And then what we want to do is we want to knock out some space here for us as well. This is where we'll be standing to actually farm the spiders up. And what I like to do here is it's kind of an awkward angle, right? So you can throw some slabs down, and that should get you at the right height in order to swing and attack some of these spiders, hopefully. If we need to fix it, we can. We can just add another slab on there or something like that. But let's go ahead and move on to the next part here. So we're just going to create a little access tunnel, basically, over to our spawner. I can hear mobs all around me, which is great. And then what you want to do is you want to come back into this room. And first and foremost, we're just going to hollow some of this stuff out. So we're basically just going to come in here and we're going to take all this stuff down. Just like this. This is probably easier to do when you're already in the room, but hey, here's where we're at, you know what I mean? And then you come in here and you knock these blocks out. And what that should do, it's a little bit harder to tell, but you can kind of see it in action here, where it's funneling everything over here. And just by looking at it, I don't know if we have done this correctly or not, but let's give it a shot regardless. And here comes the scary part, where we actually need to come in here. We're gonna have to see. Okay, actually, before we do anything else, we need to come back over here. And we actually need to staircase our way up here, because you probably saw it too, but there are some serious design flaws right now with what we have going on. Let's see if this takes us to where we want to go. Will it? Doesn't really look like it, does it? Okay, let's just light this up so nothing spawns in here while we're away. How far up do we need to go here? Maybe a little bit further, huh? Yeah, a little bit further. You know what? Let's not do it the hard way. Let's just make this easy for everybody. Okay, so while we're up here, we're gonna grab some blocks. And we need to seal all this off, essentially. So from here, let's go ahead and finish this wall. That was almost disaster for us. Oh, Lord. Okay, here we go. Let's fall down. Okay. Great. Great and perfect. And that was our way up, but we can just do one of these. And maybe we'll save that staircase for the time being. Okay, so this now should do the trick. I would like to have... Nope, that doesn't take us where we want to go. We're going to have to go back a bit here. Oh, look at that. It took us right where we wanted to go. Okay, that works. And we still have our access tunnel, so we can still get in here. Let's take a peek into the room. There are still some gaps up there, actually, that I don't think it can reach. And spiders are a little tricky because they like to cling on stuff, and it's pretty annoying when they do. So let's make sure that we have everything we can filled in here. Just like that. That should take us down. Perfect. And now, one more double check. Looks good to me. We can come in here and we can start knocking off these torches. We'll knock those off. Let me just place a block. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And one thing we want to make sure we do is put a slab right on top, and that will prevent any of those speeders from spawning directly on top there. Oh, so a couple torches, don't we? Okay, it's spawning. That's good. Let's go ahead and block this off. It's fairly well lit, so we'll just pop a torch in there just for fun. And let's see, how are we doing? Do we need to go further down? It kind of looks like we might, so let's go ahead and do that. Let's knock these slabs out. It's looking a little bit better. They can't get through, which is great. Oh yeah, there's tons of stuff dropping over here now. Can we hit them? They can hit us. Do we need to go further down? Potentially. Did I bring a shovel? Absolutely. So maybe what we do is we come in here and what if we throw slabs down? Does that get us to the right height? Maybe. It's looking better. Can't seem to attack them. They can hit me. Okay, I can hit them. Okay, okay, okay. That's looking better. I don't like that they can climb up here, though. It tells me something might be off here. That's okay, though. It seems to work somewhat. It's obviously spawning quite a few spiders for us, which is great. Yeah, they're all just kind of parking right there. So what if... Let's take these out again. We're going to figure this out together. See, this is why I have that tutorial linked in the comments. If you don't want to go through the trials and tribulations that I'm going through trying to figure this out, that's the place to go for a quick fix, you know? Maybe we had it right in the first place. Maybe we just... Yeah, that seems to work better. Okay. Maybe we're over-engineering this. Look at all these spiders, though. And we've only been... Like, I haven't done any cuts or anything. We've only been here, you know, the time it's taken. Let's go ahead and eat some of the steak, just in case things go poorly. I don't know how it possibly could. But this should give us a bunch of experience and hopefully a lot of loot. Hopefully the loot is able to make it to us. Yeah, they can hit us if we get too close to the front. So that's one thing to kind of keep in mind. We have no enchants on our sword either. So if it seems like it's taking a little bit long, that's probably why. Yeah. The other problem is I don't know if we're actually getting the experience from this right now. So there must be something that we're kind of doing wrong in here. What if we... No, because they can go down a 1-block area, so that's a terrible idea. I almost did something incredibly foolish. How do we... Oh, we are getting experience. Okay, so we're getting experience. We just have to kind of stand a little bit close. So we're going to take some hits while we do it, which doesn't bother me too much. I mean, we have unlimited food, essentially, with those cow crushers. So I consider this a massive success. And this should hopefully fuel some of our enchanting needs. The rate at which these are spawning is absolutely crazy. I'm surprised it's actually this high, since we're literally surrounded by the most massive cave system I've found in a long time in Minecraft. I'm sure that it's taking up a bunch of these spawns. The reason we're not picking up any of these items, by the way, is because our inventory is full. Let me go in here. We can actually just go and drop a crafting bench, you know, say right there. So if we... Okay, our inventory is actually entirely full. Let's make just a little hole for now. And can we move some of this stuff in here? I'm gonna hold on to this mossy cobblestone. I have plans for that. So you can see that if we get a little bit closer now, we're picking up those items that the spiders are dropping. Let's make sure we have light in here too, so we don't have any surprise creepers or something that ruin our day to an extreme degree. Hopefully that light isn't bleeding over into the spawnable area. I don't think it will be, but hey, not bad. Hopefully that made sense to everybody. We had to do a little bit of trial and error, but I think we did a pretty good job toward the end of it there. If you want to see a very concise and well thought out and step-by-step tutorial, it'll be in the description. But I'm going to sit here for a little bit, gather up some of this experience, get some enchants going, and then we're going to be right back with you, and we'll move on to the next part of this episode. It's been a little while. The farm is working out pretty darn well now. It's given me a fair amount of experience. Is it the fastest farm out there in Minecraft? Probably not. Probably not. But it is pretty good for a starter farm if you have access to a normal spider spawner. Not a cave one, just a normal one. we're getting tons and tons of string, and we're getting tons and tons of spider eyes as well, so we can use that a little bit later on. Maybe for some wool, maybe for some potion making. I haven't done too much of potion making in Minecraft, honestly, so that'll be kind of new, kind of interesting to do. But we still have a little bit of ways to go. So we've got a couple enchants out of the way. Maybe not top of the line, but our pickaxes are still the same. We have a pretty nice shovel now, efficiency 4, fortune 2, unbreaking 3. And our diamond axe is okay, silk touch, efficiency 4, unbreaking 2. We'll get some better ones later on once I have a little bit more time AFK in here and farming some of this experience up. But let's put this stuff back in the chest. Let's throw that in there. And then this is the way that we get out. Yes. So it's still pretty unfinished on the outside. And the inside, really. A quick note, too, is that I had to go back in here and I had to fix a little bit of stuff. It might look a little bit different than the last time we were recording. Basically, I just misplaced a couple blocks, so I would recommend checking out the video in the description for kind of a step-by-step on how to build it. I did my best, but I definitely messed up a couple things, but it's working really well now. Everything flows directly to me. I don't miss any experience or any loot, which I definitely was before. So just make sure to check that out if you want to replicate the farm in your own Minecraft world. Let's head to bed really quick. I've also done a little bit. Well, let's go to bed. We'll talk about that in just a second here. Gotta sleep. You see, we got the take aim achievement. We finally shot something with our bow. And daytime, perfect. Any creepers out here? Nope. Should be good to go. So yeah, I started just playing around with the path a little bit here. It's not finalized by any means. We still need to do quite a bit of decoration on all this stuff here. But it's just kind of a very basic layout here. But with that, I think we are going to cut away to a time lapse. I want to do quite a bit of work kind of clearing out this area so we have a little bit more room to build in. So with that being said, let's go ahead and start that up, and I'll be back with you here momentarily. Okay, we're done with the time lapse. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We clearly are doing a bunch of a little bit of terraforming, but mostly just kind of decorate around the area of our little town. And it's going to be an ongoing process. We can't do it all in one day, but I went out exploring a little tiny bit and I found our dog. We will name him Rufus after my in real life dog. And look at him, he's going to be our little companion for the rest of the series here, hopefully. But don't tell him that. Let's take a look at what we have here. This is still untouched out here, but as we come in, also, by the way, we have a savanna biome out there. So we're going to have to go explore that as well. But as we come in here, we can see the very beginnings of decoration. You probably saw me plant all of this wheat here. I want a big wheat field, and I might replicate it on the other side now that I've had a better look at it. I think that might be pretty cool. But, so we have a big old wheat field here. That way we can tear the one down by the library, so we don't have to have that there. We can do something else with that space. And then I basically just came in here. I threw some planks just for better elevation change. And then some fences, and I just bone mealed the area right by the path just to add a little bit of interest, a little bit of detail. We probably need to go in and trim some of this stuff out. There's a lot of just kind of grass, which I don't know if that's exactly what I want, but that's okay. We did a pretty good number on the trees surrounding us, and we actually have a really cool view once we get down there. I'll show you in a second. But basically, we needed to get rid of them to create some more room for ourselves, and B, we needed to get rid of them because they just spawn mobs all the time. Like every time I come through here, there's always a skeleton or a zombie or something. But let's go ahead and keep going down here. I basically did the same. I kind of made this a little bit of a central area for our pathway. So it'll go out in all four directions here. But that's going to be kind of the main jumping off point. And then I kind of laid out a couple potential buildings that we might be doing in the next episodes or two. I just want to kind of like do some framework kind of stuff and see how much space we have if we want to do buildings here. I don't want it to be too crowded is the thing. But now that we're back here, you can kind of see this wheat field, right? And if you imagine it's all, you know, grown, it'll actually look pretty cool. And I thought it might be cool to do it on the other side here as well. So as you're coming out of this little town, you just have this massive wheat field, and we could even extend it a bit further if we chose to. I also want to put a big farmhouse up here, maybe try a windmill, we'll see. And then I had a moment of inspiration. We have this little island out here, and I thought that would be so cool to put a lighthouse on. It's just a natural island that spawned there, and it's in a perfect location. We could build out these docks a little bit, and then we'd have a lighthouse, and we'd have a nice little bridge that maybe we could use to get to it back and forth. But that is enough for one episode. It was a busy one. We got a spawner set up. We did a bunch of decorating and kind of framing out the town here. So I hope you guys did enjoy. Make sure to hit the like button if you did. It does help me out. And go ahead and subscribe if you want to see more in the future and keep up with the progress on our town here. Until then, thank you so much, and we'll see you next episode.